Got a text today, Brad.
Congrats.
Yes, I actually got several.
Yeah.
Not to start off the podcast kind of braggy, but one of them was from our friend, my landlord, Peter Casey.
Love him.
He said, opportunity of a lifetime coming your way.
Which Peter always has these kind of things coming.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's changed his mind. We can have dogs. He's going to bring over a golden retriever.
Oh, yeah.
That's what opportunity of a lifetime
Maybe a
means to
whole litter.
me. So I say, I'm excited. What is it? He says, how would you like to have a garage sale with my stuff in your front yard?
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, Peter.
That's so kind of him.
Oh, I can't
Wow.
wait. I mean, just to see him. I mean, he's going to make literally dozens of dollars.
Yeah, hear me out. Like we might make like $18.50 off this. $18.50.
Yeah, so opportunity of a lifetime coming my way, adding to my 14 million net worth.
Can't wait to buy the used futon. It's gonna be great.
But for now, your favorite theme song of the week, it's Nelly featuring Brad Ellis.
Hey,
Ooh.
ho,
Hey.
Ghostrunners, Ghostrunners,
Hey,
Ghostrunners,
hey.
Jig and Brad, Ghostrunners, hey, say, ooh, I think this tight beat means it's going down with some random thoughts and white. Me too, Midwest best friends, eating fast food on repeat, so come along, let's have some fun. Go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's a Ghostrunners podcast with Jig and Brad. Every Monday morning, hey, with Jig and Brad, the Ghostrunners podcast. Hey, with Jake and Brad, Ghostrunners podcast, Ghostrunners podcast, every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. Say Ghostrunners podcast with Jake and Brad. Hey, we did it. That's a good song. That's a good way to start the podcast.
Yeehaw! Guys, we got a special treat for you. This is episode 63. The highlight of my week. Ooh, I had that was a weird sound in my throat.
Got some phlegm?
Highlight, yeah, I guess so.
Highlight, the Mahile.
Yeah, one of the highlights of my week is a story that happened to me a few nights ago at a game night, and then it dawned on me, is like, what's better than me telling Brad this story than having roommate Greg, his lady JJ, who happened to be here. They've been previously titled as relationship goals on this podcast.
Hashtag goals.
Julie Davis knows. And anyway, I was
Shout
just
out JD.
I was about to tell the story. I was like, they just should help me tell the story. So come on in, guys. YouTube version's going to get to see them first.
Come on in.
Here they are. Here they are.
Introduce yourselves.
We don't exactly have chairs for you, but
That's fine. That's fine. Greg's still taller than me.
Yeah, I'm just right there.
okay. So everyone, this is Julianne, Jolene.
Joelle.
Dang it.
Much better.
Okay, Jay.
I sound in the mic.
I call her JJ.
Awesome. You sound good.
I sound good?
Yeah, nice
Okay.
tenor.
And this is roommate Greg.
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Greg here.
Yep. See, I told you guys. Okay, so there we are. It is Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Game night has concluded for the most part, but some of us are still hanging around. We're at JJ's place. There's a
What kind of games were you playing?
Well, here's the thing, though. The games, they were a little lackluster.
Subpar.
Oh, I
Game
didn't
night.
know you guys.
We're going catchphrase, apples to A's. What are we doing?
This is my first time learning you guys thought the games were subpar.
Well, you were having all the fun being the mafia.
That's true. I did.
Everyone else was dying.
You
That's
killed
true.
me third round, so to me, it just
Fourth round.
fourth round. Sorry, fourth round.
I killed both of them. Yeah. Okay.
One
That's a
right
good
after
point.
the other.
So
We
much
played
for roommates, but
fishbowl, mafia, psychiatrist.
The staples.
Yeah, kind of. But it's hard to find a game for like 20 people. Anyway, okay, so there's like a good group of us who all know each other, and then there's a group of about 5 people who are here from out of town. Most of those are made up of gentlemen, okay? There's a certain girl in our friend group, obviously not going to say her name, but she's in the mix. So all those other guys leave. We're down to about 6 to 8 of us still in the house, and we're all in the kitchen.
Tiny.
And JJ, yeah, I was going to, JJ, I'm sorry. The kitchen's not that big.
Hey, that's something you don't ever talk about with women. You don't ever ask about their
home
kitchen
is
size.
where the heart is.
Yes, that's right.
Where the people gather.
People.
A lot of us
PG.
were gathered in the kitchen. So I really do. I want you to paint the scene of like there's 6 of
Small
us.
kitchen.
Yeah, 8 of
Very
us.
small kitchen.
Like some people were thinking maybe the game night is concluding with sardines right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yep,
someone's looking
exactly.
for us. We're all here. Okay, so it's very tiny. These guys left at least 5 minutes ago.
yeah.
5 to 10 minutes ago.
5 to 10 minutes ago. We think they are gone. Might never see them again because they live so far away. Never seen them before. One of them makes his way back to inside the house. Did he forget something? Kind of. He goes into the center of our group.
Yeah.
Very center.
It's dead center.
Wait. I'm imagining like at a wedding, like, when you have a dance circle and one person goes in the middle, it's like, what's this guy doing?
Worse because everybody's like so congested, but this girl that's in the middle is just like apparently in the middle. Everybody's eyes are already on her, so it's just set up for disaster.
Yeah, she's already in the middle dancing.
I love it.
And then someone else decides to come and, do a little dance of his own. So he comes in, and at this point, I think I was talking, and I stopped because I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So it's getting very quiet in this room.
Record scratch.
And then he just goes, I'll say it a little louder than he did because I want you to be able to hear it on the microphone. But he says,
Will you pretend to yell a little bit when you say it?
what do you mean?
I just imagine it'd be funnier if he was yelling.
Okay. So he's like, hey, I was thinking I could get your number. But I mean, he really does whisper it. And I just involuntarily go, oh.
Mouth wide open. Jake's, I don't see.
He didn't know what to do. Jake
I don't
had
see
no
this
idea
guy
what to do.
ask her at all. I don't see what is transpiring. I see him go up to her cheek, basically. I think he's kissing her on the cheek.
They were
For all
close.
I know. That's all, yeah.
They were so close.
Yes. Like that close to her cheek. And next thing I know, I see Jake's face with like just mouth wide. Just wide open. Just
Okay.
drops.
Jake did not recover well.
A girl there.
One of our friends
Yeah.
tried to keep the conversation flowing.
She said afterwards, she's like, I kind of saw what was happening, so
Yeah.
I tried to, talk and cover it up.
Conversation flowing with you.
With Jake,
No, just,
with the
just
rest
in the
of the
room.
group.
This girl,
Okay, like she's like, oh, this is awkward for them.
So Jake, what were you saying about whatever you had? And I'm like, I'm not hearing this at all. I'm
No.
seeing Romeo and Juliet, and I'm like, oh wow.
These are the audible noises that are coming
Yeah.
out of Jake's mouth right
Wow. I just could not believe. I mean, like 2 episodes ago, we talked about guys asking girls out amongst their friends.
Yeah, in a public setting.
And this is
That was
like
a perfect example.
intimate kitchen. This dude just met her. We're all in here. There's so many other ways you could have done that. Like call her to the other room, or just like,
Hey,
It's a
come here.
power move.
Hey, come here. Right here. Let's date.
It
Yeah.
was a power move.
So
I
what?
applaud him for it.
You do applaud him.
Yeah.
Do you?
I
Do you
applaud
really
him
though?
for it.
Dude, like you would. So tell me what you mean by applaud him for it, because I am imagining JJ, if you were single and you were standing in that
I would
position.
be a little embarrassed. I'll
Yeah.
say it.
So why are you
I would be a little
applauding for
embarrassed.
it? I don't agree with. I don't believe
But
you.
he must have been interested enough
Okay.
to go back in.
But can we pause for a second and go back to the fact that he left the house for 5 to 10
He
minutes?
was probably a little nervous.
No, he very, very nervous. And I applaud him for getting over that hump of nervousness, but like
Right.
wow, like I just envision him outside, literally like pumping his chest, like trying to like pump himself up, like I can do this. Yes.
I'm gonna
yes!
go in there and I'm gonna whisper so softly into her ear, and everyone's gonna still hear me ask her for her number in the middle of everyone. I could do this.
Dude, real talk though, like anytime you're in a group setting and you hear somebody whisper, it's worse.
Yeah, it's like,
just
what-
talk in a normal voice. Like sometimes I do it with Catherine. I'll be like, "Yeah, so this person behind me, yeah, they're dressed pretty weird, huh?" She's like, "What are you doing?" And it's like as long as I'm not like being too loud, like or being too quiet, they won't notice. But yeah, the moment you whisper, everyone's like, "What's going on over there?" I don't want to talk right here anymore.
Yeah, he was in her business and just straight asked her out. It was awesome. Like I went to bed thinking about it. I was just like, that was just so awesome that I got to see that in real
was
life.
good. Gutsy.
Jake did a really good job giving the person crap afterwards. That's all I will say.
Giving the guy crap.
No,
the girl.
The girl.
Okay.
I probably could have done a better job of being a little more.
If my roommates are listening, you guys are the best. I like you a lot. This is no indication of how I feel about you.
She means it too,
Jake, forced
probably.
me on the podcast.
She's
Okay,
not,
okay.
She's not being forced to be here though. I'll just say that.
I have a question, JJ, for a girl in the room. You're the only one, so
thank you.
it's going to you. In that situation, so like part of me is like, oh, props to him for like asking in person rather than texting. But then I'm like, as a girl, does it really matter if you get asked in person or a text to like an initial like first date? Like obviously, like, hey, if you want to get married, like ask him in person. But like,
Agreed.
like maybe it's okay, like to just ask that first date, like, hey, we just saw each other. I just left, so I'm not going to
Right.
come back and ask you in
Right.
person.
This
What do you
is
think?
what I will say. My perspective.
Mm-hmm.
When you're asking for the number, no big. If you
Okay.
want to slide into the DMs, if you
Uh-huh.
want to get it from someone else,
Yeah.
no big deal.
Okay.
First date, I would say
Okay.
you have to ask.
Greg, did you
in person? You're saying
In person.
did you ask in person?
I don't know if they've been on their first date yet, so this is actually
Oh,
helpful.
that's
Greg.
fair.
We haven't
this is a
even
little
made
awkward.
eye
Hey,
contact.
would you go out with me?
Wow, that's so
On the
sweet.
pod!
Yes.
Have you ever had someone ask someone else out on the podcast?
Not really. No, not really.
Not exactly. No.
Not in those
Not like
words.
that.
Not like
yeah,
that.
I'll go out with you.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Sweet.
Day made.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining on the podcast. You guys are free to
that
go
was-
have dinner
We're gonna
right
go on our date
I'm
now.
sweating.
Right.
She's
Wait,
just
wait.
nervous.
Can I bring up one other? Have we ever told the story about Greg in the quick leave?
The Irish goodbye?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give him a hard time about it.
You can still give him crap.
Goodness.
Well, I mean, he might just be gone right now. Wouldn't even know.
Oh, no.
That's the
say
thing.
goodbye.
You never know. Greg just leaves. There he goes. You never know with that guy, man.
Oh, seriously, thank you guys for being on the
thanks.
podcast.
That was fun.
Yeah, just figured they were there. They could help supplement some of the details.
JJ and Greg.
It was crazy. I just couldn't believe that I got to see that in real life. Hey, can I get your number? Oh,
Can I have it? Can I have it?
it reminded me of like the scene in Old School where Stifler's like in that donkey stable. And Will Ferrell's like, can I see that tranquilizer gun? And he shoots himself in the neck. And Stifler's just like, yes, that's awesome. You know what I'm talking about? And then Will Ferrell's like, I like you, but you're crazy.
You're crazy, man.
You got a dart in your neck, man.
Yes! That's awesome!
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
That was me. I just drew so much attention. Like, wow.
Wait, Stifler is in Old School? I thought that was American Pie. Is that both? Is he in both?
I don't know the actor's name, so I was just calling him
Oh.
Stifler because that's like a famous character.
Oh yeah, three. He reminds me of Drew Severns randomly.
Okay.
Three name Sean William Scott maybe.
Okay.
Let's say it. Sean William Scott. No way of knowing.
We did get, or I got fact checked quite a bit already in last week's episode.
saw
See the
that.
YouTube comments is already like 3. Like,
Kona's a city.
okay, it's the name of the airport, so easy to get confused. You know, the Big Island
I
Airport.
mean, tell me how many other airports are named after states. You know, like there's so many out there. Kansas Airport, Montana Airport. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Additionally, I guess last episode was really funny. We've got so many comments being like, haven't laughed this hard
It's
forever.
hilarious. It was hilarious,
Best
man.
episode ever. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I had no idea.
Oh,
I told our editor, he was like, you want any clips for Instagram? And
No.
I was like, I can't even think. I don't even know. I was like, it was fine.
it was okay. We're just so used to it, baby. We're numb. We're numb to the hilarity.
Yeah, I had no idea that it was so funny, but good job,
was.
Jake and Brad.
Hey, thank you, Jake and Brad.
Anyway, we got a big announcement. Before I forget about it, we finally got some Ghostrunners merchandise.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Did I say that weird?
Little Swedish boy.
Yes,
Yes, we did. We made very good merch for all of you.
the merchandise is here.
Good tidings and good cotton.
It's a tri-blend.
Yeah, but we're super pumped. We, I think for the most part, everything with Ghostrunners has been rolled out pretty slowly. It took us like 6 months to make an Instagram, a year to get on YouTube, longer to get a Patreon. And so, we want to do things right. And I think we're doing the merch right. It's super high quality shirts. They're very soft. And they're actually from a company here in Kansas City that I've worked with before. You know, the Go Exchange, Go X.
Yeah.
They have a super cool,
It's missional, right?
Yeah. They work with like the Global Orphan Project, where like part of their profits go to orphans, and I know they also have like super sustainable like the people who make the shirts are like in like I want to say a lot of them are in Haiti, and like
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
it's just super like
a micro business.
like ethically like done well. Anyway, and also another exciting part, we let our patrons vote on our website domain, and they voted on ghostrunners.life.
All right.
Which is pretty exciting. Ghostrunners.com was $100.
not for us.
I don't need
Not
it
our
that bad.
style.
Yeah.
We're fine.
We had a few options. Ghostrunners.dog could have been cool. Ghostrunners.club is a maybe, but yeah, end up with Ghostrunners.life. You can go there right now and buy yourself a t-shirt. I think we got 6 different colors. They'll be on the screen. This whole
Yeah.
part of the YouTube video.
Actually, can we just have Justin, our YouTube editor, just like very subliminal message, like every like maybe like a couple minutes, just flash it on there like for a half second.
Great call.
Yeah.
Throw some t-shirt. Yeah, great call. Great
Absolutely.
Yeah, check them out. They're really soft, really cool design.
4 holes, I think.
Top, 2 on the side, 1 underneath. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it has got a tag on it. Maybe it's tagless. Either way, it's comfy.
Definitely 4 holes though.
Definitely 4 holes. We were not going to budge on that. We were like, we need 4.
Look, this is my first time doing merch, but one thing I do want, it's got to be very soft and 4 holes.
Yep.
I really did tell them that. They're like, what kind of shirt are you wanting? And I was like, honestly, I'd rather make less money and have like a soft shirt.
Right.
So that was an actual email. I can show you the receipts.
Yeah.
I said that.
Post it.
They're $25 a piece. And Ghostrunners.life. One thing before I forget, you can only buy these for 2 weeks. Okay, so starting now until 2 Mondays from now, that's the only time you can buy them. Then they're gone for forever.
Forever.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
And then hopefully next month there's a new design.
So I would say
also part of the plan.
I would say if you have aspirations for your mom, your grandma, your best friend, your aunt, your uncle, anybody to eventually listen to the podcast that's not listening right now, buy him a shirt now.
Or even just future family members. Your cousin just started dating that guy, but I
he
kind of like
seems
him.
pretty great.
Yeah. I could see him sticking around.
He whispered pretty quietly in her ear, but I think they could live.
Other than that, I mean, he wasn't wearing a shirt at the time, so you could probably use a shirt.
Absolutely. Yeah. So stock up is what we're saying.
Stock up, get something for Christmas.
We'll shout out whoever buys the highest quantity next episode.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
But yeah, super excited.
It's gonna be fun.
I mean, one, just to have our own website. It's cool.
Yeah.
Ghostrunners.life and buy a t-shirt.
And if anybody's curious, GRKC stands for Ghostrunners Kansas City.
Oh yeah, that's what's on the shirt. It's cool GRKC design. But feel free to say it stands for something else if you want.
That'd be fun too.
When people ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, no more storytelling, no more plugging. I'm done.
Tell me about your week, baby.
Okay, I'll keep
I've
going.
been saying baby a lot. Sorry.
Baby's fine.
I like it. I like calling people baby, especially on the I don't do it in real life, I don't think, but on the podcast I do.
I like calling girls mama. I think it's funny.
Draw me a map, mama.
Yeah. It's probably from The Office.
Well, draw me a map, mama.
It's like subconsciously a little bit, but
Yeah.
like, what's going on, mama? I think it's fun.
That is fun. It makes me think of like a really like comfortable woman, like just somebody that you can like snuggle up in your GRKC shirt with and just like hang out.
You get a double XL because we offer those, and you get in one of those holes. You get in two of those holes together.
Yeah. Snuggle up.
Yeah.
You're fine. Keep going.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, I like mama because it's nice, it's easy. But you drop the hard Y, mommy. Now it's weird.
Mommy is creepy.
You don't want to drop the hard Y.
Yeah, mommy feels like the kid who's like still a kid but 18 years old and like living at his parents' house and still like has like these weird issues socially. Like, hey, mommy, what? Like, hey, mommy, have some SpaghettiOs.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He says that.
He has SpaghettiOs. He's a Chef Boyardee guy.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. Hey, mommy.
Mommy, how long do I warm these SpaghettiOs up in the microwave for? Okay, thanks, mommy.
Stuart, I told you. I don't know.
Speaking of Stuart,
Yeah.
I got a mice problem.
No.
Stuart Little.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't tell people my mouse got caught, guys.
Oh, via bucket?
Yeah, I posted on Patreon the video. My mouse got caught. So the other day I came home from recording, actually. I recorded on Monday with you.
Yeah.
Came home and Catherine's like, hey, will you get Hattie's? She was like laughing and like in this great mood, which, she's always in a great mood because she's married to me, but especially this time. I mean, just a great mood when I came in. And she was like, hey, will you like check this thing out and then check this thing out? And also like, will you please get Hattie's pencil out of that bucket? I don't really want to like get in the bucket because it had the water in it and all this, and it kind of was peanut butter water because it was like a week old.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what it is. Yeah.
PBW.
And I look in there to like see this pencil and she's just like dying laughing. And there's a mouse just floating there.
Got you.
I was like, what? And we hadn't even like set the trap anymore. So the mouse must have just like jumped.
He leapt?
Yes. I didn't know that was a thing.
I've never seen a mouse jump.
Or maybe it kind of like got on like the little, I don't know, like it has a little ridge on there kind of, but it's crazy.
I did Google one time how high can a mouse jump? Because when I lived in that studio apartment, the only way I lived up on the Beauty and the Beast stair ladder case.
Yep. You had the swinging ladder.
And I had a mouse problem then. I was like, can a mouse like jump up this ladder? How good can they climb? And yeah, they can jump a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, mice are not fun. So tell me about yours. I'm a mouse killer. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, well, we need help. So
Okay.
Friday night, Greg's gone, Isaac's gone. It's just me.
Oh, geez, that's the worst time to have a mouse problem.
And the mice knew. I think they had talked amongst themselves. They knew I was alone. They knew I was weak and helpless. And I saw two in the living room.
In the living
in
room?
the living room. They're so comfortable.
The audacity.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, little Stuart Little and his friend. Tiny, not that quick of mice. I think baby mice. So
really?
Mama's around somewhere.
That's not good when they're baby. Like, how many more are they reproducing over there?
That's a thing. You never know with mice.
Because you know it takes 2 to reproduce.
Oh,
So you got at least 2 over there plus the babes.
with mammals, yeah. Dude, I saw a headline
Hattie and
on
Bo.
Snapchat today, and it was like, Snapchat has these hour stories that are just ridiculous. I mean, it's so clickbaity, it's hilarious. But one of them, it says, I'm asexual, but my partner isn't. I was like,
Okay.
excuse? What's going on there? Didn't click on it, but it was enticing. We're just speaking of it takes 2 to reproduce.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw 2 mice then. We had a guy staying with us, and so the next morning, I was like, hey, FYI, I just saw some mice for the first time ever in this house last night. Steven goes, oh yeah, I saw one in the bathroom this morning while I was pooping. I was
What?
like, so vulnerable, Steven.
Oh, yeah.
He said, yeah, while I was sitting down, there was a mouse in your bathroom. I saw the hole he went up. I could show you. And I was like,
Whoa.
was it yours? Yeah.
Hello.
And then
boy.
late last night, it was 12:50 a.m. I made eye contact with one. I thought of you.
Right?
Yeah, but the location was on the oven.
Oh.
How did he get there? He was on a pan.
Yeah, it's amazing how they get up to these crazy places, man.
So I looked at him for a little bit. I texted Isaac. I said, just made eye contact with a mouse on the oven. He runs out. I thought he was asleep. I was just like, he'll see this in the morning. He runs out in his boxers holding like a stick, and he's like ready to hit it. And then we made a trap that's probably already up on Patreon. Made a little video
Oh, you
of
did?
that too.
Oh,
yeah,
heck yes.
yeah.
Okay.
But woke up. We didn't have a bucket, so we had to use a paint can, and that didn't work.
Oh, too small?
I don't know. I don't know what the issue was. You're the mouse killer.
Dude, I am. But both times I've used that bucket trick. The first time it took until I left to go on vacation for Christmas, like a week. And the second time it took over a week too. So it's not like instant.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel better. Isaac went and bought a bucket anyway.
Gosh.
We're gonna get these suckers.
It's a great feeling. Like, I've never gone hunting, but I have killed some mice in my life, and it must be equivalent because I just feel like the biggest man in the world, like carrying that bucket out to my yard.
Dumping them out.
Like, hey, Whiskers, come over here. It's feeding time, boy. I don't know. We got
Think you're so
neighborhood
cool
cats.
because you're not declawed and you catch a mouse once a month. I caught 7 last night.
Dude, it
while
was
I was on
awesome.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Anyway,
good luck.
I don't know how we got there from.
Stuart, random boy, mommy.
Oh, mommy. Yeah.
My friend in college used to call everyone Ma. He just went, hey Ma. Like, that was like his way of like trying to pick people up. What's up, Ma?
Like girls or just anyone?
Girls specifically.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Ma.
Hey Ma.
Cool.
What's up, Ma? And he was kind of like a sarcastic picking up, but like, yeah, kind of flirtatiously, like, hey Ma. I don't know. Probably kind of how you say mama. For some reason, I think of Esther Kim when you say, hey mama.
Okay.
Our friend Esther.
What have you been doing this week?
Not a whole lot. Hattie, we mentioned this on the Patreon live stream last night. Shout out to those who were on there. But we are trying once again to potty train Hattie.
Yes.
And we had a successful day yesterday. Kind of by force, she peed. But today, a little bit less forceful, she peed twice. So we're getting on the right track.
Whoa.
Yeah. Both times she apparently had to hug Catherine while she did it, which I just think is like, what if that's like, it's a funny image.
Don't get
like,
used to it.
Yeah. Hey, babe, I need to go. You're just hugging her while you go. Yeah.
This feels good. Thank you.
There's a mouse in here. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, that's been a thing, I guess. I don't know. It's been kind of a slow week for me. Something that's kind of an odd thing though is my next door neighbor. They have a teenage girl, and she is permanently camping in a tent in their backyard.
Now this is an update.
like she's like she's living back there.
Okay, we got a few options here. She's been kicked out,
Yeah.
but she's not going too far.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think how many things does she have with her? Can you tell?
And maybe I should clarify. I don't know. I don't see her as much during the day out there, but every single night when it's dark out, you could see her light
Got like
on
a
in there.
headlamp or something.
Like it's like she's glamping basically. Like she's got like a extension cord running into the tent.
Huh.
The other day she was FaceTiming and playing a ukulele out there and talking about K-pop.
It sounds like this girl might be in your yard. Is that what you're saying?
Practically. I mean, they're close. It's a pretty close, and we just have like a small little scalable fence.
She was FaceTiming and talking about K-pop.
Yeah,
You can hear her pretty well.
she was pretty loud. Yeah. Whenever you FaceTime, your volume goes up about 1.5 times. You know what I mean?
And I'd say 3 out of the 3 conversations I've had about K-pop, I've been a little louder than normal.
Right? You just get like, hey, Gangnam Style. I don't know, whatever.
That's your go-to.
That's all I know.
I don't think that's K-pop.
It's not. It's Korean, so
Yeah. Someone
Esther?
did show me K-pop. Mama
Esther Mama.
showed me some K-pop songs the other day, and they got some
they slap.
slappers in there,
Oh,
more
yeah.
than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, they have some really good songs.
Yeah, I got into it one time because I'm embarrassed to say, but I thought it was a band at first.
Oh, BTS,
Like, wow,
though.
K-pop is so popular, and so I was like, okay, I'll check out K-pop. So I looked at them on Spotify, and yeah, it's a genre. It's a huge genre. Like,
Massive genre.
yeah, BTS. That's the big one, right?
Yeah, they have like a cult following. Like they like single-handedly cancel people on Twitter.
Oh, they were the ones that did the Donald Trump rally thing. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was pretty crazy.
Like they had like 1 million RSVPs.
yeah, for the Tulsa rally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they did that.
Okay,
They kind of started like that in TikTok.
gotcha. Are they also the ones you might not know very much about them, so we can stop talking soon? But are they the ones that like dance in slow motion, like they in like very choreographed, like
Jabberwockies.
yeah?
I'm just kidding. I don't
No,
know.
there's some K-pop group. I think they're K-pop. They're Asian, and they like are very choreographed, moving like.
I mean, you're doing a great job.
Hey, Justin, just post our T-shirt real fast, and then post this video of these people doing this thing. I don't know. I think it's a thing. Fact check me, Kona.
It very well could be. I've not
Anyway.
seen those K-pop
Okay.
robot dancers.
Okay.
But definitely could be.
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
anyway, she is
Camping in the
camping out
yard,
there, man.
suburbs.
And like, is there ever a point? I'm getting old, and so I'm getting more offended by stupid things. And I'm like, is there ever a point where I have validity and being a little bit like, hey, this is my neighborhood. Why are you putting a tent back there all the time?
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, I don't think I will. But is it ever valid to think that in my head? Because like I really don't care right now. But I think if she did it for a year,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be like, okay, this is kind of trashy that this person has a tent up all the time or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Tootsie Pop commercials. Like how many K-pops does it take to get into Brad's head?
How many FaceTimes does it take? Yeah, 3 a.m. No, whatever. I don't know.
in the K-pop.
It's
Yeah.
really interesting because she's a high school girl, so it could just be like, I'm tired of being quarantined next to my parents all the time. I'm just getting out of the house. And they're like, great, get out of the house. We don't care. I don't know. Like, we want you out.
Did you ever run away from home?
No, I don't think so. I had such a good relationship with my parents because I was so spoiled since I was the baby of the family, I think.
Mommy.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a great mommy. I don't think so. Did you?
No.
I think I've gotten in a few arguments in marriage where I'm like, I'm leaving, and I like go out, I like leave and go drive around. That kind of like,
where do you go? Just drive?
oh, I'm sure I go get food. It's been years. I haven't, we used to like have like really not unhealthy arguments, but just, we didn't do a good job of getting through them very quickly. And they were always about stupidest things, like just prideful things. And we haven't gotten into any arguments like that in a long time. So
Sounds like nothing a McDouble couldn't fix, though. So
100%.
Yeah.
And I know that she would hate if I had that McDouble. Like, oh, she would loathe.
You like-
I just fed you salmon. I was trying to get a healthy meal for you, and you go out and get this McDouble. And I'm like eating it right in front of her face. It's like, how do you like it?
or like just a perfect balance of like, you don't eat it in front of her, but you make sure to spill a little bit on you. Like, what is that? What? No, it's an old shirt. No,
Oh,
that's fresh ketchup. That's fresh ketchup, and I know you get ketchup on your McDoubles.
She like licks my shirt. Cheese. I knew it.
Cheap cheese. This is fast food cheese. Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's the only time I ever really ran away from home. There's a few times I would just say, all right, I have to leave.
How long are you gone?
Depends on how mad I am, man.
Depends on
Depends on how much I want to keep her on the hook. No, it's usually like I leave and I calm down, and I'm almost always the one that texts her first, like, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. So
Hey, I'm sorry. And also, McDonald's has a deal right now. I can get 2 McCafes for
Yeah.
one. Do you want
do you
one?
want one, or do you want me to drink both of them? Because either way, I'm getting 2. It's too good of a deal. Yeah, like the only times I can remember doing this were when we lived at the K-Life house. So it was like a long time, 5 years
Oh,
ago.
wow. Long time.
Yeah, it's not like we get in arguments very much anymore. Or we do, but we just get over them real quick. So
Yeah.
we're just We're really good at marriage.
I mean, it sounds like, you've saved hundreds of dollars on therapy by just getting a McDouble.
That's right.
And look at you now.
Yeah, Ray Kroc therapy, baby.
Oh, Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc.
Yeah. Good shout out.
Yeah.
So yeah, busy day. Today will be a 13-hour day, I think, by the time we're done recording this podcast.
Yeah.
Turns out if you don't play 3 hours of pickleball a day,
You can get a lot of stuff done.
Wildly more productive.
You can go to bed at a normal time sometimes, and then you can get some stuff done.
Yeah, it's been amazing to be this productive in a day. Very hard to remember that I'm doing laundry. That does not enter my mind as part of the to-dos.
It's so far down here. Yeah, I would forget too. Seriously, no, I'm genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I started it on Saturday. So that tells you I'm having trouble remembering.
Did you rewash?
No, I sniffed hard though.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I don't think any mice have been in here.
Yeah,
and
really.
It still smells like soap.
Bold move.
Thanks.
Yeah. Was it still wet?
Yeah.
Like how wet?
6 out of 10, probably.
Okay. On the wetness scale.
I would say like your scrub daddy has been soaked, but then unused for 12 minutes.
Okay. What do you think of it? So Jake came over yesterday before the live stream on Patreon. Shout out to Patreon people.
Ghostrunners.
Check them out. Patreon. And we had dinner. We had pancakes and Jake.
Also, Ghostrunners.live for t-shirts, $25.
Yeah, please do. Justin. And
good sound effect. Whoa, what are you doing with your mouth to do that?
I am just doing the.
Oh, I found it. I can't believe I can make that noise.
I can't believe I did that.
I'm really so bad. Like the noise of like a. Yeah, I can't like click. I can kind of.
You're just like a water gun.
You've got a real gun.
Your little cap gun over there. Hey, boy. Jakey Crockett. I don't know. What were we talking about?
Dang it, I lost it. Oh, got it.
You just got to hear it once. Just like rural.
Woo! I'm going to do that all the time. Hey, mama.
Whoa.
Hey, you ever shot a bullseye? Dang it.
Bullseye. What were we even talking about?
Dude, who knows? I think patreon.com/Ghostrunners.
And we had dinner yesterday, and Catherine put Hattie to sleep. I was holding Bo, and Jake, being the wonderful, eligible bachelor he is, did all our dishes for us.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say
so
that.
Selfless.
Well, I mean, I think any person in my position, you're holding your son, and Catherine is putting your daughter to bed. I'm sitting there at a table full of dirty dishes. I'm like, I know what to do next.
That was nice dinner. yeah, that's fair. But you were very nice, very kind to do it.
Thanks.
I don't think I would have done it. I would have just been like, hey, mama.
Hey, mama.
You know what to do. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, fun game.
But you used the Scrub Daddy. Sorry.
Hold on, fun, quick game.
I want to hear your thoughts on Scrub Daddy eventually, though, okay? I love the Scrub Daddy.
Okay, people. Okay, if you're not listening, or if you're not watching on YouTube, you have to guess who makes the pop sound, and then you have to check later on YouTube. It's gonna be so fun.
Okay.
Round one. Who do you think it was? Okay, round two. Oh, you didn't expect that, did you? Okay, round three. Okay, game's over. Thanks for playing.
So if you got 2 out of 3, you win.
And your only way of knowing is youtube.com/Ghostrunners.
Play against your friend, play against your grandma, your aunt, whoever.
Anyone who would buy a shirt
Anybody
from us.
who has a shirt from us, yeah, I can play.
Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Scrub Daddy!
Scrub Daddy.
Hard Y.
No, I'm asking you. I want to.
Oh.
You're not shutting up, baby. I want to hear your thoughts. Jake used my Scrub Daddy last night.
I come upon
not my Scrub Dada, my Scrub Daddy.
That's the thing about mama is there's no equivalent. I'm not going to call myself daddy.
Oh, I call myself daddy all the time.
Well, yeah.
One time for Big Daddy.
Okay, yeah, I guess I just feel a little weird about it. And like Papa.
What's up, Papa?
Papa's probably the most appropriate.
Pops.
Dada feels weird.
Pops kind of feels cool.
Hey.
What's up, Pops?
What's up, Pops? What up, Papi?
Hey, Papi.
Ay, Papi.
Hey, Grandpapi.
Scrub Papi. Okay, so.
Do you use the Scrub Papi? Yeah.
Me gusta Scrub Papi. I find myself above the sink with some dishes. Mm-hmm. I say, Brad, what do you got as far as scrubbing goes? And he's like, you got that, kind of wooden thing over there. I don't prefer it. Or there's the Scrub Daddy. Cold water, rigid. Warm water, soft.
Yeah.
I say, I already know. I love the rigidity of a good sponge.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it cold.
Yeah.
And it was a great product.
Right. It was great. And I'm so glad, like, that was literally like, hey, you got Catherine's favorite way to clean a dish over here. You got Brad's over here. Choose wisely. Like Catherine's like cute, like Joanna Gaines style, like little like wooden brush that doesn't work at all but looks nice. And then you got like the fluorescent orange Scrub Daddy, baby.
Mm. I did feel a bit like Air Bud at the end of the movie, and like you're like the clown, like with the newspaper. Hey, come here,
Yeah,
come here.
yeah.
And then anyway, I did not go to my owner though last night. Went to Scrub Daddy.
That's right. You and
I
your daddy.
do think though I still prefer like the handle with the hard plastic on the end or whatever.
Like a little bit more leverage, maybe.
Yeah,
I think they have one like that for Scrub Daddy.
Like I need a handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It is.
Well, yeah, I think
I was
so.
nervous to say it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You should really go Scrub Daddy.
You should really go, daddy. Oh man. Anyway, that's the one thing I had to talk about, though. I know that was a long time ago, but was camping with my neighbor. That's the one. I was
great.
like racking my brain. Like I don't know what I did this week. I just hung out with my family. I think.
That's great.
And I
No.
played pickleball with you.
Yeah,
Just
pickleball's
fun.
great.
Went swimming.
Pickleball's great.
Pickleball's nice.
Oh, as soon as you left swimming, we started talking to that couple who was there. Turns out the guy had a one wheel, and so me and Gunnar took a few laps around the pool with that.
Wait, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
is
it's
that a
like
unicycle?
that. It's no, it's like a huge industrial tire in the middle of a skateboard, but it's all electric and like your weight.
Kind of like a
rides it.
hoverboard.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa,
Had
that's
something
cool.
on my face for a while.
Was it sweet?
I'd ridden one before.
Okay.
Not to brag. I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
got a
yeah.
text today, but I was surprised. I mean, those things are like $1,800, which is a lot for an electronic skateboard.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, you can ride around the pool if you want." And so I was like, "Great,
Whoa.
nice guy." So you missed out on a really fun.
I guarantee I would not have tried that thing anyway. I
Yeah.
would have been the guy thrown in the pool on accident.
Cleaver was like, "I probably shouldn't. I don't do great on skateboard type things."
Well, he's also a size like 15 shoe. He probably couldn't fit on there.
Hey, you got a bigger skateboard.
That's crazy. Interesting.
But yeah, pickleball and swimming was a great combo. Oh, except for McDonald's. I'm just now remembering they gave me unsweetened tea. That was so disappointing.
No, it was great for me, man.
Luckily, yeah, Brad the vacuum was there and he sucked it right up.
No, it was so refreshing. Unsweet tea after a hot day of pickleball.
Oh, been a while. Haven't heard a ding in a while.
No, you can't hear it. It's a directional mic.
Yeah, they're great. Good mics.
I did have a good line that I was proud of during pickleball. I always serve pretty safely every time.
It's smart.
Yeah, you never really win on a serve.
Yeah.
In my opinion, or very rarely. So Gunnar goes, "Brad, you serve like a grandma," and then like right after that, like he hit it back to me, and I smacked it back at him, and it went past him. And I go, "I may serve it like a grandma, but I hit it back like your daddy."
That was great. And you said it as you hit it too.
Did
It's
I?
awesome.
Okay, yeah.
I was on her team. I had a good view of it all.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah.
Gunnar and I are kind of getting this like unwritten rivalry going, which is pretty fun. No reason to, but we just trash talk each other more than I trash talk anybody else.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So yeah. Anyway.
I delivered some mail today. I just remembered that.
Oh yeah.
I got a package to our door and it was not the right address. Like, I'm not Thomas.
So you whistled on over to Thomas's house.
Yeah, I did. Delivered some mail. And then right when I came back, got a knock on my door. I was like, oh, this is like, Thomas coming back. I don't know. Maybe he got some of my mail. No, it was neighbor Wes. This is the same guy who a long time ago thought I was Peter, gave me his entire itinerary for when he was
when he
gone.
went on vacation, yeah.
So he knocks on my door at like probably 12:30 in the afternoon today. And I open it and he goes, "Hey, sorry if I woke you up." And I was like, "Okay, Wes, what do you think?
Yeah,
what do you
they
think of
know.
this?"
Yeah.
So-
Either Wes just woke up or he just thinks just that you guys sleep in all the time.
Yeah. So that was interesting. But he was like, "Hey, I just wanted to offer I can cut down some of your trees in your backyard for you if you want me to." I was like, you know what? Why don't you walk around and show me what trees you're gonna cut down? What a weird offer. Hey, I can take out your gutters if you want. If you want me to like.
Yeah, if you're not using those windows, I can get them right out of here.
I got a window remover.
Yeah.
I got it at a yard sale from a guy who doesn't live at his house.
Right.
So
Okay,
I was like,
so-
Wes, show me the trees.
Were they like, was it his best interest for you to cut down these trees? Is that what he was doing?
There is some, I mean, I would say the term tree is being used a little loose.
Okay.
What I saw was not a tree.
Like pretty much sticks.
Well, just like it looked like kind of like weeds almost. It looks like just
yeah.
like greenery and this whatever.
Okay.
And he's like, so those back there are trees and they are going to grow. They're going to grow fast and they're going to ruin that fence. So I could take them out for you today if you want. And so then I'm thinking in my head, like, obviously I'm going to ask Peter about this.
Yeah.
But this dude definitely thinks I'm Peter. This is going to confuse
Oh
him.
boy. How old is this guy estimated? 70s, 80s?
I asked to see his ID today.
Oh, you did?
So yeah, 74.
You're like, I've always wanted to know what a Kansas ID looks like. Go there.
Yeah, is it vertical or sideways? Everyone's different. I don't know. Are you organ donor, Wes? Cool. I mean, good luck.
Okay,
But
yeah. No one's going to need that one. Okay.
you know what? Why don't you just keep it?
Yeah.
You need it more than they do.
Oh man, that's going to be great. Whenever, I'm going to call Peter. Well, okay. Well, whoa. Wait a second.
Yeah, Wes thinks I'm a schizophrenic now. I got multiple personality disorder.
That's probably why he thinks you're asleep all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what time is day.
So I chose to leave out the word Peter just to make it a little easier for him. I said, I don't own this house. Let me call the landlord and get back to you.
Oh,
so,
there you go.
Peter got back to me a few hours later. I was like, maybe Wes is asleep now. Obviously, he's got weird sleeping habits. I'm not going back over to Wes's house.
Okay.
So
you'll update us next time.
Yeah, I'm excited for more offers from Wes mainly.
I know. Like, what if you just like purposely, kind of set things up to where he has to be your handyman? Like, I'm trying to think, like, just put some like really dirty clothes on the fence. Those are gonna get mold. That's gonna mold the fence out soon if you don't. Let me wash those for you.
The fence is just how I communicate with Wes. Yeah, like I've got like a desk that's a little uneven. Like one of the legs is a little off. It's like right on the fence for some reason.
You just put it on the fence. It's just wobbling there. Yeah, you see how that thing's wobbling? Yeah, it can be like Tim Taylor and Wilson on Home Improvement. Remember that show? Remember him though? He like
you only saw the top of his. What an interesting idea for a character.
Yeah. That's a funny show, dude. I watched an episode recently, and it is funny.
Really, I haven't watched it forever, but
Tim
watched it back in the day.
Funny.
Yeah, I loved him in Buzz Lightyear.
In Buzz Lightyear,
the movie.
In Buzz Lightyear, the movie.
I saw a friend of mine from high school on Facebook this week. I guess she's pregnant, and pretty common thing. What?
I guess she's pregnant. Judging by those pictures, she either quarantine has not been good to her, or she's pregnant.
I guess she's pregnant. She didn't text me. She didn't. I'm making some judgments here.
I was like the word "I guess." Like that makes me laugh. I guess she's pregnant.
I guess she did it. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
And it's pretty normal, and I'm not making fun of this at all. But the typical like. He's the size of a grapefruit now. He's the size of, whatever. Yeah. I think that's kind of cool. I've always thought that's kind of cool because I know nothing about miracle childbirth. I'm like, no way. Acorn?
Avocado already?
Or it is like, when it's that small, I'm like, that's crazy that it's even a thing.
Yes, it is.
The acorn's my favorite one to compare it to.
Yeah.
But this one was an interesting, like every time I've heard the comparison, always a round fruit. I'm not making this up. This is not like something like made up for a bit. She said, little whatever his name is the size of a banana. It's like, you might want to get that baby looked at. He is oblong.
And look how tiny the top of his head is. Whoa.
He's making like he's about to dive off the diving board.
We got an alfalfa over here.
Yeah, just like it looks like a little unpeeled banana, halfway peeled banana.
Yeah, still ripe. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't think she was trying to be funny, but I'd never seen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just maybe that's very normal in the fruit comparison game.
Well, I think
banana.
They do have an app. Like they have an app that says what fruit you are, or whatever. So maybe she's just going off.
She's going off that
app. I think. I'm sure there's a million apps now for it, but
you don't think she's just taking a stab in the dark, like.
She's like,
hon, feel this. You feel this kick? I mean, that's like a banana-shaped kick.
Right. Yeah, like.
No,
well,
lower.
Just
hold on. No, that's the stem. Get lower where his legs are. That's the bottom stem where monkeys use it.
Nope. That's something else. I don't know.
He's peeling. He's peeling. Hun, feel him. He's peeling.
Now there's 2 bananas in here.
Got a banana split. Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice.
Banana split. Because that's how it works with twins.
Yes.
The cell splits.
The cell splits.
Something does.
Yeah. That's right.
The egg splits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fact check us.
No, don't. We're right.
No, hey, stop.
Quit it.
Quit Googling it.
Yeah.
If you're going to use the internet, go to ghostrunners.life or something.
Yeah, or Patreon at least. Anyway,
so yeah, it's just and sorry if that's a very normal thing and I'm just ignorant. I know I probably am, but I thought that was funny to compare it to such a like narrow, thin,
it is funny.
Slender.
It is funny. It's like like an avocado seems like a pretty.
That's a baby shape.
Yeah. Like I often call Bo my Bovocado. Avocado. Dang
avocado.
it. Oh,
yeah. Next time.
Stupid. It's all right. We'll get there.
Oh, why do I do that? I shouldn't have a podcast. Every week I say something that I regret.
Gosh. Yes. Golly. Let's run it back. Anyway, do you remember the Chris Farley bit? The Chris Farley
That's
show?
what I was thinking
That's
of.
what you're
Yeah.
thinking of. Where he's like, that's awesome. Awesome.
So I remember when I first got to, or not when I first got to camp, but whenever I was on programs at camp, that was like a thing I would do all the time. I'm just like, when I screw up, like, so stupid. God, like just self-deprecating.
Yeah.
And people would always ask, like, did you get that from somewhere? And I legitimately could not remember. I was like, I'm sure I did, but I could not remember where I got that from. And then it dawned on me years later. I was like, it was that old SNL thing with Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Like, do you remember that scene where you were chained to the bed? Yeah, of course, Chris. That was awesome.
That was awesome. Or when he's like talking to Paul McCartney, he's like, you say the road you take is the road you make. He's like, yeah, sometimes I just feel like what you give is what you get. He's like, toss. He's like flying, his hair's like flying everywhere. Oh, it's so funny. I want to
Anyway.
be Chris Farley in some ways. I want to be Chris Farley in some ways.
Yeah.
Not all the ways, but just
Let me try to guess. Drug abuse.
Nope.
Oh, dang it. I never
Try again.
Okay. Comedic timing.
Yes.
Ability to adapt to a character.
Sure.
Dancing moves in certain what's it called? Dang it, I forgot about it. Chippendales skits.
Yes, we should redo that.
Whoa. That's a good idea. Holy cow. I'll get a spray tan.
Everyone's watching. See
doing
what
this
you
move.
do. Yeah.
Dang, that's okay. That has to happen.
Once we get 1,000 people on Patreon, I'll do that. I promise.
We will both dance
promise.
shirtless for you.
Yep.
1,000 patrons.
Yep. So tell your grandma, tell your aunt, tell everybody.
Gosh.
Chris.
I'm sure more news like this is going to come out even by the time this is released. But a more recent thing for us right now is that college football is saying, hey, to fight the spread of COVID-19, we're only going to have conference football.
That makes it all better.
Congrats. You solved it.
We don't play Appalachian State, so we're good. We're fine.
We're going to have West Virginia play
Yeah.
Baylor,
Yeah.
and it'll be fine.
No, it's fine. No. We are not playing Marshall as West Virginia. No, that'd be ridiculous. But we're gonna go all the way down to Waco, Texas, and it'll be fine.
I get that they probably feel like they have to do something, to make it seem like they're making an effort. But I just think it's so funny. It's
Yeah.
like, congrats, guys. You've stopped the spread of the virus.
Okay.
You're only going to play teams in an 11-state region.
Yeah. I think it's just hilarious that, like, what's the rationale behind, like, hey, it's not safe enough to go to school, but hey, let's go ahead and play a sport that people aren't getting paid for and are making millions of dollars for university, where people are just jumping on top of each other the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for college football, for the record. I want sports.
But if we can't go to school, then why?
Yeah. But if they're talking about student athletes, be it student athletes, they're athlete students at this point.
Yeah, it is
Anyway.
funny. Because especially, like, did you see they outlawed jersey swaps? So it's like sweat on each other, spit on each
right.
other, like as much as you want.
I know.
But how dare you exchange like a garment?
Like, how hard would it be to just be like, hey, just throw it to him, like, thank you. Like, you don't have to. Yeah, jersey swap thing is so silly.
I know, like, high schools right now, they're doing like summer scrimmages for basketball and everything. Like, they're playing full on basketball games, but they're calling them scrimmages. But they're also stopping the spread because they don't shake hands afterwards. They just wave.
Hey, so yeah, but every time they get the ball, they have to disinfect it before they do anything else.
Yeah. And like, you can block out, but like respect. Like, if you feel like they would have blocked
Right.
you out,
Respect your distance.
just don't get up on them. Yeah. No, like, over the back is you kicked out of the game because you should not have been that close.
Yeah, do not get over the back. And do not yell. Only sing. No. Hey, anyway, that's crazy.
When I saw that headline, it was like Ivy League was first, and then like other conferences,
Right.
I think Big 12 was doing it.
Is Big
SEC's
12 officially in?
maybe.
Okay.
By the time this comes out,
Yeah, probably. They're falling. The stacks are falling.
Oh, speaking of sports, darts is a stupid game.
What?
I said it.
Tell me more.
I think the way it's scored is stupid. You go for the bullseye, you could be so close and you get the one. That does not feel like how a sport should be played. But then if I miss like crazy, I got an 18 for triple.
Triple.
Yeah, now I
Did
got
you ever
what,
play the
50
electronic darts? Triple. That's what they would always do every time. Sorry.
Trey and I have been doing verbal bop it a lot recently, though.
Verbal?
Just
That's
with
what you're saying.
ourselves. Bop it. And then he has to twist
nice.
it. Skirt.
That's good. So you do the
So-
3 bop it, or you go bop it extreme?
We just did 3.
Oh,
Pull it.
I love the flick it. Flick it. Boing. Anyway, that's fun.
Anyway.
That's nerdy and fun. That's fun.
Oh, but yeah, darts. It's
Yeah,
just-
dude. Tell me more.
That's mainly it. It just, the way it's scored,
Yeah, it's very inconsistent.
it feels so weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because almost any other, just like If it's like
What about baseball?
shuffleboard,
What about baseball? You hit the top of the wall. It could be a single if you're slow enough. Mo Vaughn hits the top of the wall. He's not getting to second.
I will say my one issue with baseball is like Texas leaguers. You got jammed. Yeah, well, that kind of happens all the time in baseball. You hit the ball at the end of the bat, but it happened to like dribble.
Sorry, Texas leaguers? What's that?
Oh, it's like it's jargon for like one that like drops just short, like just over the second baseman, but like just short of right field.
Oh, okay.
Like-
new. Didn't know that.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's just like yeah, like obviously you weren't trying to bloop it into short left field,
Right.
but like you got jammed, and so it.
Dude, the
walked
Royals
in.
did that all the time back in the day. You remember that? Like they always had the dinkiest little hits. But you just do not like that because it's like, that's not skilled.
Well, yeah, it just seems like a flaw in the game.
Yeah.
Or like you can hit a hard line drive at the pitcher and he catches it. Like that
Right.
was a perfect hit.
That's what makes baseball so cool is like you look at the whole field. It's such a big field.
But if you do it 3 out of 10 times,
You're amazing.
you're
yeah.
one of the best.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, baseball's very hard. So it's okay to have some flaws. But darts.
But I'm not allowing darts to be cool.
Because think about most other, like, not even bar games, but just like individual sports, like shuffleboard or something like that, where it's like, if I didn't get what I was supposed to, well, I at least got an 8 or I got to 6, you know. But darts is like, bullseye or 1 is 6 millimeters away.
That's fair.
Silly.
Way to go for millimeters too.
For
by the way.
our Canadian listeners.
That's
who
right.
have a
Jason
lot.
Hines out there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer about the t-shirts. Our company said it would cost $30 to ship a shirt to Canada.
We'll figure it out.
And I said, that's a lot.
Okay, so let's put a number out there. How many t-shirt sales does it take for us to drive them to Canada? I'm serious. Let's drive them to Canada, baby. Let's have a Ghostrunners meetup in Saskatchewan.
I don't know the numbers right now because
500. I don't know.
But yeah, we'll figure something
That'd
out.
be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun to have a reason to drive to Canada with you.
I mean, flights are pretty cheap. If you're okay with flying, I might prefer to do that.
I mean, it wouldn't be as epic of a story, but that would
Okay.
be a lot faster. You're
Okay,
right.
yeah. I got a Scott's cheap flight email today. Costa Rica for $220. I was like, let me look into this. I Googled Costa Rica travel restriction. It's like, we're not allowing anyone to come in the country unless you're part of the Costa Rican embassy or something. You know, I'm like, so this is probably not worth an email then about the flight because I'm not a
Yeah.
part of the
Look it up, Scott,
Yeah, Scott.
before you send it out to everybody.
Yeah, great deal though. It's just illegal. So cool.
Oh, bummer. Well, if you're out there and you're part of the embassy, jump on it, baby.
I'd say you're missing out if you don't go down there and see it.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we
Just college football and darts.
darts? Whatever. We don't have to analyze darts too much, but so I think the
No,
20 is the best number, right? And it's right next to 1. Correct?
I think it only goes up to 19.
No, it definitely goes up to 20.
I think it goes up to 20.
I know for sure because the triple 20 is your best thing. You
Oh,
can
okay.
get.
I believe you.
So I think 20 and 1. So technically, like you could go for a little bit safer thing rather than going for the 20. You go for like because I think it goes 21, maybe 19, 2, whatever, like in that pattern. So maybe there's like a 9, 10 down here. Maybe that's a strategy. Maybe that's part of darts. It's a strategy. That's the very weak rebuttal I can have against your hatred.
That's a good
for
point. It's
dart.
like playing it safe.
Yeah. It's like the Texas leaker.
Or you're
But on
serving
purpose.
pickleball.
Yeah, my grandma served that makes me your daddy. So anyway,
Okay, we're already like an hour into this, kind of.
you're kidding.
Do you want to listen to some voice memos?
Okay.
Okay.
That's a fun idea.
Okay, yeah. We'll do this for the first time ever.
Hey J and B,
Whoa,
this is Sarah calling from the 118-degree heat in Phoenix, Arizona.
it's a dry
Ooh,
heat.
Save us,
Dry
send
heat.
rain, please. I'm absolutely loving the pod. A couple questions for you. I lived in KC for a short time a couple years ago,
Go
actually
Chiefs.
where I met my husband, so shout out to the Midwest boys. Hey. We both love coffee, and a lot of our first dates included him taking me to different coffee shops in the KC area.
Yeah.
Sounds like, Jake, you go to a lot of coffee shops to hit up the ladies.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just curious
That's the
what
only
your guys'
reason.
favorite coffee shop or shops in KC are. Me and my husband, we both love Valmaeus, the old location, RIP.
Yeah.
Goat Hill, and for Brad on the Kansas side, we like Split Lock. My second question is, if you could choose to have dinner with one famous dead person, who would it be? It can't be Jesus. That's the only person you can't choose.
Not technically
it's too
dead.
easy, kind of a giveaway.
Good for
mine
you,
would be
Jake.
Walt Disney. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for all the laughs. Bye-bye.
Two very different questions. What are your favorite coffee shops? And as far as dead people go, who do you want to eat with? Thank you, Sarah, for the voice memo. Cool that you live in Kansas City.
I love that she's like stereotyping you as the coffee shop guy, which you go to coffee shops, but you don't like coffee very much.
No, it's not for the coffee. It's for like mainly productivity. It's that
Totally.
social accountability of people watching me while I work.
Yeah.
I don't dilly dally as much. And once in a blue moon, maybe there's a little Arabian princess in there that I'd say,
Arabian latte.
come here. I want to whisper to you.
Hey, come here.
Come here. Actually, before I say anything, listen to this new noise I just found I could do. Dang it. Okay, I'll practice.
I'm like a baseball player. 3 out of 10 is pretty good. There you
See?
go. Hey.
See, Jasmine?
Are you impressed?
Um,
I had to look up Split Log Coffee Company.
It does not seem like it would be a coffee company. It seems like one of your competitors.
Yeah.
Split Log?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
about
maybe
this.
they do some like green lumber type stuff.
Right.
But
I'll check it out.
I like Pilgrim because they have a ton of natural light and it's not that far away from my house. And I like Messenger because it's also very bright in there. I see someone I know every single time I go, and it's also Trey's favorite, so we go there to work a lot. I think like 3 of our music videos have been written in Messenger Coffee. It's a nice
That's cool.
place.
Yeah.
Nice place.
Messenger is also my answer. We have a friend, or I have a friend at our church that owns a small part of Messenger. So it's like they own Messenger, Black Dog, and Filling Station. So they're all good. I don't really know enough about coffee to know if it's really that good.
No one does.
But it tastes right. It tastes like it's supposed to. So it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay, so dead people.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm so bad at those kind of questions because I'm sure there's like a great answer. Like I'm going to answer first because I know yours is going to be better than mine.
I'm going to have a great answer.
Mine's definitely going to be sports related. Michael Jordan's still good.
As far as we know.
Oh,
This won't come
crap.
out for a week.
This makes me sad actually, but Kobe Bryant maybe is my answer.
Really?
I feel like it's like trendy and cool to say you love Kobe Bryant now, but I truly did. Like, he was my favorite player growing up. And so, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Just hear about his life and yeah, anyway.
I legitimately do not know who mine is going to be. I was thinking about going like the philosopher route. Like, how smart is Leonardo da Vinci? It'd be cool to talk to him, but does he speak English?
Right.
No.
Right. You've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No.
They just have like all these historic figures in there that don't speak English. And so,
Dang, kind of a bummer then.
yeah, they have like Napoleon and Socrates, as they call him.
Nice.
Socrates.
So I should probably go with an English speaker. Maybe I'd go. It'd be cool to hang out with Alexander Hamilton. Like, dude, you are a big deal now.
You have no idea.
You really left a mark on at least one guy who really likes you. Okay, actual answer would be survey says, gosh, who's dead?
Okay, George Washington, John Adams. We'll just go through every single president.
Grover Cleveland again.
That's right. Have I told you about? Well, you saw last night. Hattie has that placemat that has all the presidents.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
nice.
It's like such a classic like homeschool thing to have placemats when you eat, like with different things you can learn about. But she gets to choose what placemat she has every day, and she always chooses the presidents. And she loves, for whatever reason, Martin Van Buren. Just thinks Martin Van Buren looks awesome. Every single time, she always wants to talk about Martin Van Buren.
So that would probably be Hattie's answer.
Definitely, old Marty.
Marty V.
Marty V in the house.
They call him MVP because he's the MVP.
No doubt.
My answer, it's going to be tough to decide, Lewis or Clark. I don't know which one I want.
Oh,
It'd be cool
sure.
to ask, like, what'd you see? What were some stuff you saw but you couldn't write down?
Yes, that's why you have fun answers, like better than mine.
I mean, I took a long time to think of that, though.
But so totally because they saw things that they probably don't even know the names of.
Yeah.
Like they'd be describing them and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's an otter.
Like, no. No, this thing was like a small dog cat, huge tail.
Yeah.
Huge tail.
Yeah. Otter.
No. This thing,
You know,
it was like
cut down trees. Oh, that's a beaver.
it was like no otter. You're saying that wrong. No, I'm saying it is an otter.
No otter. Nice, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be really fun to talk to them and be like, how close do you get to dying?
And be honest, were one of you like kind of digging Sacagawe's chili?
Sacagawea.
Be
Can you
honest.
believe that Catherine says Sacagawea? It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. She's so well educated, except for pronouncing Sacagawea.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fun question.
Another voice memo.
Hey, Jake and Brad, it's Rosie from Nashville. I'm actually originally from Wapak, Ohio, where Neil Armstrong is from, My
Screaming
aunt used to hang out with him, and he used to pull her pigtails. I guess he must have thought she was cute or something.
No doubt, Rosie.
Second, I spent some time in Cincinnati working for the Reds and studying for college. I don't
Nice.
understand the whole chili thing. I think it's gross. But my question for you guys is if you could
Oh.
if you could give a wedgie to anyone in history, who would it be and why?
Such a historical 2 voice memos back to back.
Lewis or Clark, probably.
I would choose whichever one I didn't choose for the
Yeah.
dinner. Or Sacagawea.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to give her a wedgie.
No, you just feel bad.
And she's probably basically wearing a wedgie anyway.
True. Yeah, just like a loin
Mhm.
skin. No, I would probably. So I'm a big Royals fan, and growing up, no, not growing up. Before I was around, I think they had a huge rivalry with the Yankees, aka Reggie Jackson, aka Mr. October, and I would get a good time to do it when they're playing the Royals, and it's like a pivotal moment. I would go right up when he's like on deck and give him a wedgie to where everyone sees him, and then I would yell really loud, "Hey guys, it's Wedgie Miller!" Oh crap, Reggie Jackson!
Got avocado!
Shoot! Oh, dang it!
I'm going for a drive. I'm giving him a McDouble. We'll be back in a little bit.
Pam, we're going home. Yeah. Anyway, Wedgie Jackson, guys.
Dang, that's a good answer.
Wedgie Jackson.
Wedgie
You can go
Jackson.
Wedgie Miller if you want.
No, you basically said that one
Yeah.
anyway. I think mine, I was going to say like another athlete that I didn't like was going to go Rasheed Wallace, but I was like, no, I could do better.
Rasheed Wallace was like your first, like, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I hate that guy. I don't like him.
That's fair.
But I would be scared of retaliation.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would not mess with Rasheed.
My answer would be James Wilkes Booth. Give him a wedgie in the theater
Yeah.
right before he pulls the trig.
Oh my God.
I send him to the sky.
Mary Todd, watch out! Because it's gonna like fling. I don't know. That's
And
good.
boom, give him a wedgie.
Can you imagine? What if you did? And
Abe could still be our president now.
dude, seriously,
You don't know. I mean,
don't know.
That vampire Abraham Lincoln movie was pretty convincing.
Hey, Jake and Brad. This is Melissa and Kristen, and we're from Wichita, Kansas.
Oh,
We started
Shock 'em.
listening to you
Ta-town.
on Trey Kennedy's podcast and thought we
Right.
need to be friends with this guy. So we came and found you on Ghostrunners, and it just confirmed it. We needed to be friends.
oh.
So God willing,
We will see you in a coffee shop, and it will not be bad.
anyway, on
That's
your
awesome.
episode 60, you mentioned something about a big Buddha on this river. And our grandma, we grew up with her calling a girl's private parts a Buddha. So, of course, we giggled when you said that.
I would too.
But we were wondering if your families
Buddha.
have anything weird that they did or that they would call things and you didn't know it was weird until you started talking to other people. Anyways, hopefully we see you in a coffee shop soon.
All right, bye.
So we actually had one as a family. I mean, all the listeners probably know I grew up in a very like Orthodox like Jewish family, and so we called like the male private parts the dreidel. And I didn't learn that was weird until just a couple years ago. I went and got a physical, and he asked me to drop my drawers, and I was like, "Oh, is this where you check my dreidel?
Oh, is this where you spin my top?
Is this where you get under my yarmulke?"
Yeah. Is this where you mazel my tav? I don't know. I don't know enough about Jewish humor, but that's funny.
So that's mine.
Oh, I think I talked about this on the episode with Trey on our Patreon page. I'm just going to plug Patreon like crazy now on our Patreon page. But we grew up saying poopy sound. Did I talk about that on a regular podcast? Whatever reason, instead of flatulating,
I think that was the bonus episode.
Instead of tooting, we said, "Oh, Brad poopy sounded." It was like, yeah, I don't know. It's like worse. It's like grosser than like just saying fart. Just say fart. Like, I
Poopy
don't know.
sound.
Mom, if you're out there, why did we say that? Let me know.
But very funny voice memo. See you in a coffee shop, but not to be bad. That's funny. Wait, did they? Oh yeah, they did ask the question. We already
Yeah,
answered it.
poopy
Yeah,
sound.
dreidel and poopy sound.
Dreidel. That's also true, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they went Buddha. I figured I'd choose another religion. Also, I messed that up. It's called Giant Buddha. If you're gonna
Oh, okay.
fact check me, it's called Giant Buddha. It's so cool.
It's on the Kona City Island State Airport.
Exactly. Okay, has Mr. Cease responded and already left a voice memo yet?
No, not yet.
Dang, that's so surprising that he hasn't. It's okay. We got more. Let's see. Here we go. This one says, Brad, no SDL hate, please. You can't make fun of them.
Fine.
Hey, Jake and Brad, this is
Oh, I
Paige
have one
from
too.
Omaha. Currently looking for advertising and public relations jobs in the KC area, though. So if you know of anything, let a girl know. Anyway, I was listening to this last week's podcast about Jake's call to 911, and it reminded me of last summer. I was in St. Louis in an Uber on the way to Busch Stadium, go Cardinals, and saw a car on the side of the interstate that was on fire, like completely on fire. Luckily, no one was in it. But
Good.
called 911 and got an automated operator message that said to hang on till the next available person, which downtown St. Louis for you. Anyway, my question for you is what is an irrational hill that you each would die on? So for me, I think golden doodles are only cute when they're puppies. I think adult golden doodles, not that cute.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, love the podcast. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. I can't get over the fact that she said no STL hate, please. And then she said,
Like, I mean,
that's down St. Louis for you. And I'm like, why can't I? Why can't I if you can?
She threw the first stone.
You say you're in Omaha, so you're not even you're not even living in St. Louis. Why?
And she's looking for jobs in Kansas City.
Holler at me. I think I might have some genuine opportunities. I know people that work in advertising.
Oh.
So holler. Gosh. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I don't really have that much hate for St. Louis. Just fun to joke around. Irrational Hills, Jake?
Irrational Hills. I wasn't paying a ton of attention. Was she talking about literal hills that I've had issues with?
Yeah, they're not real hills though.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Kansas, we don't have many hills.
Like the Flint Hills are allegedly a mountain range, but it doesn't look like it.
No.
That's probably one of my favorite irrational hills. Jonah Hill in the movie Superbad, I feel like he was irrational several times.
Yeah.
That would be an irrational hill for me.
How do you feel about golden doodles actually?
Oh, I like them.
Do you?
I kind of with the Shoemakers. Yeah, I thought they were cool.
I kind of agree with her. I think that they're fine, but I think they're so expensive, I think it's just that's not that good of a, if you're going to manufacture a dog, I would want something cooler than this. You know what I mean? They're really trying hard to have a specific type of dog right now.
Yeah.
And it's not that great. It's fine. I like golden retrievers, I think, the best.
Oh, yeah. I'm very outspoken about that.
Yeah.
Golden doodles are still above average to me, though. Because as much as I love dogs, there are quite a few of them, you're kind of ugly to me. No matter how cute you are
to
your owner, you're not to me.
Yeah. No, they're cute. They're cute. They're just, they definitely get less cute over time. They're like a opposite of a fine wine.
Irrational hills. I'm not that opinionated of a person in general. It's hard for me to come up with this stuff. But I think too many people throw... what am I trying to say here? I think most cities are the same.
That's fair to an extent, except for Kansas City. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think most large cities aren't that different, but everyone has so many strong opinions about them. I lived in Denver for a little bit. I hated it. And then once I moved to Tulsa, it was just it was more me, I feel like I vibed with the city more. I'm yo, I'm telling you, these cities are barely different.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like I think you're probably right to an extent of yeah, there's some places in Denver that are super nice and have you have a Starbucks in every corner. And then there's some places that are you don't go there at night. It's oh, there's places like that in Tulsa too. It's yeah, that's called every economy ever.
And I think so much of your experience in a city or just in that period of your life is about the people you surround yourself with. How plugged in are you? How busy are you? How much fun are you having?
Yeah.
And it's not about the infrastructure of the city or the size of it necessarily or its opportunities for you. I think it's just if you didn't make great friends at the beginning, then you have this tainted view of Portland now. It's that's not Portland's fault.
Portland's fine. They have the Blazers.
So yeah, like I already said, it's hard for me to really have too strong an opinion about anything that. But that's one thing that I've thought of before.
Gosh, I know I have strong opinions. I just can't think of them right now. And I'm sorry for not coming prepared.
I'll give you some random topics and just see if anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Attending a sports game, haircuts.
Okay.
Just overall cleanliness.
Okay.
Metal springs.
This is great.
Lawn equipment.
Okay.
Warmer?
No.
Swimming pools. Getting wet in general. Drying off in general.
I suck at drying off. We've talked about that before, I think. But yeah, I'm terrible.
I've talked about how I might be bad, but there's no way of knowing because no one's ever seen me do it.
True. Yeah, you'll get there.
I have a lot of things that I need a checkup on. There's like, I've always done this in private.
How much longer till Isaac is that guy for you?
Isaac, I've drank your loofah water. It's time you see me use a loofah.
It's time
tell me if I'm doing it right.
How's my dreidel? Yeah. I don't know, man.
The human body.
Okay.
Duck-billed platypi. Is that one too specific?
No.
Okay.
That's great.
Different fonts.
Seedless
fruit. Things that are used to clean your nose and ears.
I have opinions on lots of those things, but like, I don't feel like they're like irrational, or they, like I'll die on them or anything. But like,
I'll keep going. Puerto Rico.
Okay.
People in the 1700s. The Industrial Revolution.
Oh, sure.
The Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. .gov websites.
Okay.
Anything.
This is great. It's like catchphrase, like, but you're just answering yourself. You're just like reading it, like
just say anything.
Yeah.
Celebrities with the name Ben.
Celebrities with the name Tom. Celebrities with the name Andrew.
Anything with the number 1 involved.
Okay, I don't even know if it's that irrational. I think it's a little bit controversial. Talked about it on the Patreon live stream last night.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. I haven't fully formed this opinion, but I think that Hamilton is just fine. It's not that good.
His opinion's about the shape of a banana. I'll say that. Still growing.
That's right. I haven't watched all of Hamilton. I've watched bits and pieces of it. So I compared it to Stephen Swick the other day. It was kind of like when I didn't really think Chick-fil-A was that great. Like, I think it's great now.
So silly.
I know. I was amateur. So, but I've eaten a little bit of the sandwich. I've eaten some fries, but I haven't had a whole meal of Hamilton yet. So there's an irrational opinion that I can't wait to just die on that hill. Yeah. I guess I don't think Justin Bieber's good. That's my irrational.
Yeah.
Because the stats are there that people think he's good. Like, people listen to him more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So I think he's fine. I don't think he's bad. Sorry, we'll re-record this part of it, and I'll find something.
It's just gonna hard cut to you screaming.
So
3-hole punch!
Are you kidding?
It's so hard to get them even.
I know I have a good answer. I just can't think of it.
All right, we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna say a topic, and you immediately have to take a stance on it and be pretty aggressive one way or the other.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. I feel like my hat's like crooked or something.
Okay, get your hat straight. Get your mind right. And I want to think of something that's just so random and so out there. Okay. Well, the first one I was going to do, it's obvious. It's obvious stance. I want something so neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So neutral. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
TBS, the channel.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's the best. You got all the reruns of Fresh Prince, Saved by the Bell, Home Improvement. And then at night, every once in a while, you get the Braves games. You get to watch Smoltzy, Javi Lopez, Andres Big Cat Galarraga, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, Tim Hudson, all in the same game. Are you kidding me? With Bobby Cox as the manager? It's incredible. And then you're like, oh, let me go to bed at night. I just got to fall asleep to a nice TV show or something. Wrong. You're watching Shawshank Redemption reruns for the 15th time.
Yes.
Along with Jingle All the Way and Bedazzled. TBS is great.
I think you passed with flying colors.
And don't get me started on how good Conan O'Brien is.
Oh. No. I do like Conan, though.
He's great. He's incredible. He's one of the most underrated comedians of our generation.
I would say, as far as redheaded late night talk show hosts go,
he's the best.
Number one.
I've never seen a better one.
Steady hand. Number one.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
You named about 8 more Braves players than I thought you were going to when that game started.
Oh, baby. I could probably think of more. David Justice.
Chipper
Omar
Jones.
Vizquel. Oh. Chipper Jones. Oh, my gosh.
I can't believe you forgot Chipper.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah.
Oh, Chipper.
I had his holographic showdown card.
Chipper.
Randy Ropke wanted to trade it for
Andrew
me.
Jones. Andrew Jones was my guy back in the day.
Youngest player ever. At one point.
Right.
Someone's probably beat him.
Pendleton, I think. Terry Pendleton. Did he play for them?
Wendy Peppercorn is maybe you're thinking of.
That's who I was thinking. You're right.
Different team.
Yeah. Oh my God, he looks like a dead fish.
We might have to do that more. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, let's call it something so we can do it again.
Okay, this is called "Scream for Me, Daddy." No. I was trying to like call back to like daddy and mama. Okay.
This is called.
As soon as that came out of my mouth.
This is called. Oh my gosh. This is called.
Stand on your stance.
How about just? I like that. That's good. I was just gonna say, quick, give me an opinion. And that way it's like it's not like, hey, you're gonna give me an opinion now. You get ready. You just go, quick, give me an opinion on monkey bars. And it's like, monkey bars?
Oh, they hurt your. Oh yeah, I could actually talk about monkey bars. I don't really like them that much.
And I'm gonna die on this hill. Yeah.
Yeah, they did something weird to your hands. I feel like I could never grip them very long. And it was like by like the 7th or 8th one, it's like my hands already hurt.
Yeah.
This is not made of very like nice material.
No, you got to get calloused before you can really master the bars.
Yeah.
Which is both a rap analogy and a playground analogy.
Bars. Yeah. I got out of prison and now my hands hurt. It's like I've been on the monkey bars. That's just a sample.
That's just one piece. Find me on Uber. The guy last week, that was an Uber driver, that was a rapper. I don't know.
Oh, 52 Savage.
52 Savage.
21 Savage is dead.
Yeah. He just looked at me like, I don't get it.
I was like, are you wanting me to rhyme with Uber? One thing I forgot to mention last week in that Uber ride, he was rapping along to his music, which was maybe assumed that a SoundCloud rapper driving Uber does that. But he was hitting every note and was doing a really, really good job of knowing his own lyrics.
That's fun. I wish he would have done it more like Beastie Boys style, where it was like every
the star
live in 5. I don't know.
Let's go ahead and move on to review of the week. What do you say?
Okay, mama.
I'm on this website that tells us a lot of information. One of them is like where we're charting, in different countries. I think this is the most countries we've ever been on. 7 countries. United States, Great Britain, Canada, Australia. Wait, is this 8? Hold on. United States, Great Britain, Canada, Australia, Germany, India, Taiwan. 7.
Taiwan on your feet.
Taiwan.
Let's go.
Oh. Yeah,
I want you to listen to my podcast.
How many are listening? Is it Taiwan, Tai 2, Tai 3? How many?
That's awesome. That's cool.
I feel like I always go first on review of the week, and I think I take yours a lot of the time. I take the good ones.
Yeah, that's fair. You do sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I feel bad. You can go first.
I got some love this week on the reviews.
Yeah, you got a lot of options.
Come on, baby. I'm a hot mod, baby. So I gotta give 2. First one is just straight up Brad's biggest fan. Brad is my celebrity crush. Okay, awesome. I love the word celebrity and crush. That's awesome for me.
Do you think that's someone you know?
I totally think it's my mom. No, I don't know. I don't know who it is.
I think it's mommy. I think
mommy
wrote my
you?
reviewee.
Mommy, will you tell me? And then my second one is Amanda Murray.
Yeah.
She says, I came here for Jake and stayed for Brad. Most of the time, especially girls direct questions towards Jake. Jake is definitely hilarious. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And amazing. 100%. But this review is for B-Rad. You bring equal amount of hilarious banter to this podcast. It wouldn't be a hit without you. I don't know about that. His correct opinions is doing all right. Your baby of the week sounds like the greatest friend. Hattie is absolutely adorable and Bo is cute. Bo is a beast, okay? He's not cute. He's just like, he's bulking up quick. I'm just kidding. Bo is so cute. Thank you, B-Rad, for making me laugh on multiple occasions. 29 is my favorite podcast episode to date. Which one was that? Remember?
I think it was the Coinky Dinks episode.
Oh, because that was the name of the review.
What were the Coinky Dinks? Because I remember they were awesome. They were so funny.
I don't remember.
And they were like really good coincidences, but I can't remember any of them.
We've talked about so many things. Like it wasn't the Toto Bien. That was much more recent.
That was what a coincidencia.
Oh yeah,
that one was awesome.
If you know, leave us a 5-star review or comment.
That's probably the
Instagram
best way.
Or Patreon, message. We have those too now.
Mm-hmm,
so if you're part of the $5, $10, $15 tier.
I was designing Ghostrunners.live today and having like the contact section. I thought about not even having like a message of just like, if you have something to say, please leave a 5-star review.
Yeah.
And not even having like an email or anything. Like, the only way to talk to us is a 5-star review.
Yes. That's a great idea.
My review of the week, I feel like I got to give it to Ryan W. because the title of the review is, can I just get on the dang podcast? So sure.
We're not special or we're not. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. He says, every week I listen and write a review, and every time it's not me.
Every week?
I feel like we would have noticed.
Ryan, what?
He's maybe stretching the truth. Well, I don't know. Love the podcast, and I will keep trying. Jake, please notice this. Also, how can I send in a voice memo? I haven't heard where to send it.
I don't believe you that you were listening or reviewing every week if you don't know how to.
Yeah, I think there's multiple ways you could have found out how to do that.
Literally any way that you found. How'd you figure out how to do this review? Because you can probably see the link there.
But yeah, I mean, there's a link in our description of every episode of where you can send in your voice memo. I think you'll be directed to a website called anchor.fm. You put in your name, your email, and then you just do it right there on your phone. Super easy, 60-second time limit, and you could end up on the pod.
There's a 3-hour time limit. Remember Tommy Boy?
Oh,
yeah. 3 hours, or whatever he says.
Is that the housekeeping?
No, it's when he's in the airplane. He's like, knock on the bathroom.
That's
probably
great.
not 3-hour time limit.
Okay. Okay, episode 63. I think we did it. Brad, would you like to end this episode with a little jingle jangle?
Oh, I guess we could.
Okay.
Sure.
Probably keep it within the K-pop genre since we were talking about that.
That makes sense.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll play that classic K-pop song. Before there was Gangnam Style, there was this.
Ghostrunners, go. We were the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. You can listen to us anytime that you want. And we really love it when you listen. We have Jake Tripp and Brad Ellis and Jake and Greg, JJ on the mic. Tip up it today. We love it when you listen. Every Monday morning, every day today. So better bit today. Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. As a matter of fact, it was just Jake and Brad. But then we added JJ and Greg.
Nice.
You cut me off, bro.
Oh, you want to go full song? Let's go back. Oh, there's some
They knew.
men grumbling in the background there. Brad, any final thoughts? Anything on your heart this week?
Anything on my heart? Just this is a little serious, I guess, but just dads, man. Dads are like the answer to so many problems in this world. I think just good dads. If you're out there and you're a dad, be a good dad. If you're out there and you're a man that's not a dad, figure out ways to be a better man so that you're a better dad someday.
Do someone's dishes.
Do someone's dishes. Use a scrub daddy. Be a good daddy. Seriously though, I think that's like the smallest scale answer to so many big problems out there. So that's on my heart right now, I guess.
That was a good answer.
Yeah, thanks.
It just dawned on me that my irrational hill is probably the darts thing. Probably should have just went with that answer earlier.
Yeah. Dude, I'd love to get into darts in the wintertime if pickleball is not working out for us.
Wintertime.
I
asked someone either left a review or sent me a DM and they're like, been loving the podcast so much, I find myself talking like you a lot. And I was just like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Exactly, or whatever. And they said, enunciating words that no one else enunciates.
Okay.
I've never heard that before in my life. I didn't know that was
Like
the thing
what?
I did. I don't know.
Okay. Send us a voice memo.
I don't know exactly.
I honestly just have a hard time figuring out what he's talking about.
And I think it's paramount that inevitably I figure it out very soon.
We had to do the 50 Nifty United States song, and it was Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
Oh, really?
We had to really...
Do you remember the way to like pronunciate?
They know.
Connecticut, so that you know how to spell it?
Connecticut.
Connect, I cut.
Oh, okay. No, I did not know that.
Who cuts?
Connect, I cut.
I cut.
Oh, okay.
I cut, connect, I cut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all, you learned something. There's a little something there. Don't forget, buy a t-shirt.
Come on.
Only available for 2 weeks.
I dare you to buy one.
A single fortnight's worth of t-shirt sales. Ghostrunners.life, patreon.com/Ghostrunners. Episode with Catherine Ellis was just uploaded last week. So
what a looker.
And all you have to do is upload or pay $5 and you get now 2. Everything previously is already there for you. You pay $10 and there's probably 30 videos waiting on you.
At least.
There's a lot to catch up on.
We had a lot of fun on that live stream this past week. And it was essentially like another extra episode, but you got to interact with us is what I would call it.
Yeah,
it was so fun. And I think that if people are into this, you would be into that live stream as well. So
yeah,
sign up for the Patreon. It would help us out a bunch. And I think you would like it too. Love you guys.
See you next week. Bye now.
Roll Tide.
Ghostrunners podcast. Everybody